known as America's favorite fisherman. Put your hands together for Mr. Jimmy Houston!
Woo! Quaker State socks! Quaker State socks. Does it get any better than that?
It does not get any better.
Hey!
Oh, you got Pennzoil.
Pennzoil socks. There you go. Joey Legato Pennzoil socks right there. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Pennzoil and Quaker State go to the same church. They sit in a different pew.
Jimmy Houston, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Jimmy Houston, a legend on this Quaker State stage.
Thank you, man. Woo! 13 pounds 1 ounce on a bass, and I caught a Goliath grouper.
Wow.
The fishermen call that a Jewfish, but I don't think you say that anymore. So I won't say Jewfish. A Goliath grouper. I caught one time that weighed 380 pounds.
Come on.
Wow. Well, 379.
Where did you catch that?
Now that you push me. Where'd I catch it? I go right here. Right there. I was using a 10-pound bonita, which I caught it down in the Florida Keys. I fished with my buddy Roland Martin, and I was using a 10-pound bonita for bait. So a 10-pound bonita is like this long,
right.
And that's the bait.
Wow.
So I was really fishing for that fish that swallowed Jonah. Yeah, I was. A whale, that's right.
Well, Jimmy,
it's a fish I'm looking for.
You've won 2 Bass Angler titles, finished 15 Bass Classics, and the FIW Championship. What accolade stands far above all of those accomplishments?
You know, I really believe that the BASS Angler of the Year titles are the most prestigious in all of fishing, because that means that you fish good for the entire year. You know, in NASCAR we have points champions, and it's great to win. And you have to win races, you have to be up to the top, you have to finish races. And that's the way it is, that if you win an Angler of the Year title, you beat them all for the entire year. It's like one big long tournament that's over several different lakes. So that's the most prestigious title. It doesn't pay as much money, but among the fishermen, that's what they want to win.
Right, so you're a big NASCAR fan?
Oh, I am. I tell you what, I fish with a lot of NASCAR drivers. I have a lot of friends of mine. I've got friends that'll be driving today, Martin Truex, Austin and Ty Dillon. I actually called in a turkey for Richard Childress. That's right, called it in, and he shot it at about 50 yards with a 20 gauge, knocked it right on its fan.
Really?
Or fanny, whichever way you want to say. but yeah, you know, Tony Stewart's a good friend of mine, great fisherman. We've got so many guys that Michael Waltrip. A lot of the guys that I've fished with throughout the years have retired. We still got a few that's playing right now, like Martin. Martin is an excellent fisherman. And I don't know, I can tell you who's the best between Tony Stewart and Martin Truex with a bass rod in their hand. I'm not going to tell you which one's the best.
Have you taken fishing?
Well, we fish with all kinds of people. One of the great things about fishing, Mike, is it crosses all venues of people.
Sure.
People like to fish, and particularly people I grew up in the country love to fish. I fished with presidents. I fished with celebrities, NBA players, Major League Baseball players. I just got a note just a few minutes ago from Brandon Belt, plays first base for the Giants. I'm going out to Los Angeles in a couple of weeks and got to go down and watch them play the Dodgers. And I called him because I wanted him to get me some tickets.
Sure.
I'm like everybody else. I like comp tickets. Comp tickets are the best. And you get down there in batting practice, you can get down there and mess around with the players. But we've got to fish with all kinds of movie stars. You know, Captain Kirk from Starship Enterprise.
Come on.
Now that's out of space right there.
Right.
You fish, that's out of space right there. Fish with them. But you're really fortunate because we got to meet a lot of great people and fish with a lot of great people overall. Just about any kind of celebrity that you can mention. We never fished with a serial killer that we know of, but I have a couple I'm wondering about. Yeah.
I hear and I see that you're with some good friends of ours over here, Mr. Pike and Group. To share a little bit how you got that relationship over there.
Yeah, you know, we work with Shell. Our main product that we sponsor with Shell is Shell Rotella. We started with Shell many, many years ago on the Quaker State fishing team. Scott Canterbury and Matt Aries are the other 2 guys, 3 guys on that team. A really prestigious team. It wins a lot of titles, a lot of championships, and over the years they moved me off of the Quaker State team over to the Shell Rotella. But we actually work with them, with Quaker State, Shell, and also Pennzoil. We do them all. O'Reilly Auto Parts, I think we got a couple of O'Reilly booths here close by. O'Reilly Auto Parts is another one of our great sponsors. We go to the O'Reilly race down in Dallas.
Right.
And so we'll be down there at that out on the Midway and the O'Reilly deal. And, you know, one of the great things about fishing and NASCAR, they are pretty much the same people. And I've been Grand Marshal at a few races, and it's pretty cool if you're Grand Marshal, and actually been Grand Marshal at Kentucky Speedway up in Kentucky for the Quaker State 400 down in Daytona. But as you go around the track as a Grand Marshal, you're a fisherman. You look up in the stands, and people up there are casting and winding and setting the hook. You can see the would-be fishermen, they're throwing and winding. The real fishermen setting the hook. They're all setting the hook, and it's cool to look at that happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hall of Fame. Yeah. Chris is a great fisherman. She fished Bass and Gal tournaments for 21 years. She won probably 25 boats during that period of time. As example, you mentioned, Mike, 2 BASS Angler of the Years. In the 21 years Chris fished Bass and Gal, she won 7 of those titles and won 3 or 4 classics and like 20 or 25 regular tournaments. No woman in history has ever won what she's won, and I enjoyed it because she'd win the boats and I would sell them. Pretty good deal.
That's a great deal.
Yeah.
So is there any competition between you two?
No, there was never any competition between Chris and I because she could outfish me. So I didn't want to play against her, you know. Yeah. I'm kind of like Jeanette Lee is in Pool, you know, the Black Widow. Any of y'all watch Pool on television, see the Black Widow? Jeanette's a really good friend of mine. She loves to fish also. And her husband is kind of like I am with Chris. Jeanette told me one time, I said, Jeanette, does he beat you very often? And she told me, she said, I can still bust his balls. That's a pool player joke. That's what I told her. I said, we are still talking about pool, aren't we, Jeanette? But yeah, great player.
For one more question. We understand that you host a variety of people at your farm in Oklahoma. And there's a number of things that for avid outdoorsmen to do there. Share with everybody what y'all do in Oklahoma.
Well, we've got a big, we got a couple 1,000-acre ranch in southern Oklahoma. We have deer and elk and wild turkey, wild pigs. But I got a couple of really nice lakes on it, a 130-acre lake and a 77-acre lake. And one of the things that we do is we take a lot of people fishing. We share that lake with a lot of people. We do take a lot of the Shell Rotella customers, Quaker State, Pennzoil customers. We take a lot of the O'Reilly people. But we also take a lot of Make-A-Wish kids, a lot of kids we care, St. Jude's Society. This next week, as a matter of fact, on Wednesday and Thursday, I'm carrying 4 soldiers from the Foundation for Exceptional Warriors. And those guys, these warriors are not just ordinary soldiers. And we're all proud of any soldier, all soldiers. These guys are like the Army Rangers, the Navy SEALs, the Green Berets. They're the guys that are like the top level elite warriors have been fighting for our country. And then Friday, I'm taking a young man fishing, 18 years old, that's got a pretty serious illness. He's got to have an operation here within the next month or so, and he's got a 70% chance of that operation leaving him paralyzed. Wow. It may be the last fishing trip he gets to go on. So that's a very special deal. When you get to do something like that, it makes tournaments, it makes television shows, it makes social media, all of that pretty secondary.
Absolutely. Well, it's been truly an honor to talk with a legend. But Jimmy, anything last words you want to speak before we go inside? Hey,
y'all just keep supporting us out there at Shell. We got great products, the best products in the lubrication marketplace. Shell Rotella for your diesel engines, Pennzoil and Quaker State for your gas engines, everything else you got. And they're getting into all this clean engines over there. I noticed now they have an electric bicycle. And I saw that Walmart truck over there, and it says all electric, and it's got 100% electric, and it's got a little AA or AAA battery. And now that's technology. That's all I can say.
Absolutely.
I don't know how many of you got to have, but I guarantee you they'll have big battery departments in Walmart, won't they?
That's right. Well, we got a question right here, Jim.
Yeah. She's from Tennessee. She loves to go fishing. So she needs some catfish chips. You need catfish?
She does what?
Catfish chips. How to catch
Oh, catfishing.
Yeah.
I love catfishing. I paid my way through college selling catfish. I've caught literally thousands of catfish.
America's favorite fisherman, give it up for Mr. Jimmy Houston.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Y'all take care.
Can't do no fishing right here now.
Hey, I tell you what, there's fishing everywhere.
Well, I know, but ain't none right here.
I caught a couple of big ones right under the corner of that table just a minute ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, no, what they bite? Nothing worth a damn.
They bid an American Express card.
Oh, okay, yeah, they'll take that. They'll take the American Express.
Two big ones.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
Ah, man, good to see you. We're still having fun out here. Just got through up there on the stage with Mike, having a great deal. Had a big crowd out there. The midway has slowed down considerably. You look around, you can still see there are hundreds and hundreds of people out there. But the race is going to start here in about another 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to be going inside. We're just about to shut down. When the race starts, we'll shut down our part of the midway out here with Quaker State. Had a great time up there on the stage with Mike. He had some really, really good questions to ask. Had a good crowd. Things are really, really good. Wow, look over there at those guys going up and down on that thing. They're going jumping up and down. Now they quit. They're just like the deer. They quit doing it when I put a camera over there on them. Well, you look at those cats though. They were jumping up and down in there. Look at that falling off there. I guess that's a trampoline over there. I hope they're not bouncing off the concrete. There they go, up and down, up and down, up and around. Hey, that's pretty cool. Human bouncing balls. Human bouncing balls, that's what it is. Okay, we're going to be heading inside and go in the suites here and watch a little bit of the race. I don't know how much I'll watch. Kind of depends on if some of my buddies are up there about to win or up there in the top 8 or 10 having a chance to win that race. I might stay till it's all over. Fly back out of here early in the morning. So we're still having fun at the Quaker State 400. Okay, guys and girls, I don't know if you've ever been inside of a NASCAR suite. It's quite a deal when you get inside those suites. This is what it looks like. Quaker State has got several. I'm going to go down and visit my friends at O'Reilly. They're down, got a suite down just a little bit away. Go down and visit them, but that's what it looks like. You look over there, that's the infield. That's what they call the infield, and they're down there. They're down there camping in that infield. That's some of the choice camping places to be. You just watch the race as they come around. And you can see them over on the back stretch. You can watch the cars. When you look right down, you can see them go by right in front of you. And as they go by in front of you, that is, they go by pretty quick. Look over to the other side, you see those cars that we just saw go by are either way ahead or way behind. And I'm going to tell you, they're way behind. There's the pack over there that's leading the way. I think they're going around on caution right now. And just looking at the speed, I know they're going on caution. We got cars coming into pit row. Look down there and you see cars coming into pit row. That's pit row down there. I've spent a lot of time on pit row. It's an exciting place to be, to watch things happen when the cars come in and they change everything so quickly. You can see the big Quaker State logo there in the middle. Quaker State 400 Atlanta. Look down some of the other sponsors, of course, right there. Big Quaker State there at the finish line. Got the checkered line right there. You see how slow the cars are going by. The pace car going by there. All the cars on yellow. They're going back and forth there to keep the tires hot. It's an exciting sport. A lot of fun to watch. There's a Quaker State car right there. That's a Quaker State car going by right there. Y'all probably saw it go by. I did not see the Bass Pro Shop car go by, but I'm sure it did. And unless it might have been over on pit row. While they're on caution, a lot of people will pit on caution. I don't know where the wreck is. I don't see it happening out there. They may have it cleaned up. Oh, I see some lights flashing over there. So they'll be restarting in a minute. You can see them starting to line up over there. They may restart this lap right here. I'm not a NASCAR expert, but I have been to several races. But just a lot of fun. Of course, it's a lot of fun to be down in the stands, but it's an awful lot of fun to be up here where it's nice and cool. You got televisions up here where you can watch everything. And over here, they had on television. They were showing that wreck that just happened. That's Austin Dillon right there, I think. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Bass Pro Shop hats on television there. And he evidently was within one of the wrecks that just happened. I saw that Austin and Ty both were running up 16, 17, 18, somewhere in there. They must have been on the wreck because he's talking to reporters. You don't want to be talking to, getting ready to restart right now. Here's a restart. And that's what a restart looks like right there. And as they go around the track, all this is so you can kind of watch. As they get further away, they appear to be going a lot slower. as they come around here, I'm just going to let you watch as they come right down below us as we're up in the suites. Those guys are up there 180 mile an hour or so. This is a 1.5 mile track. They're racing 400 miles. I'm going to pull around here and just stop as we get here right here in front of us. Watch the cars go by. Look down through there, you see all the people that's in the suites up here. Just take around, look the other direction, same deal. Got suites all the way down, people all the way down. I'm going to go visit the O'Reilly suite, visit some of my friends in O'Reilly, and we've got 3 or 4 suites here for Quaker State. I'll be going down visiting some of the other folks too. But awful nice to be in the suites. As you can see, got nice gifts for everybody. I'll probably get one of them little race cars there myself. I've got several of them. It's a very, very nice gift. Very nice. If you ever wonder what it looks like from up the top now, they've got the wire over there to keep somebody from falling off of this walkway. I'll kind of back up a little bit, but you can kind of just take a look. It's absolutely vehicles as far as you can see. I mean, as far as you can see in every direction. It's amazing how many people show up at a NASCAR race. That'll just give you a little idea, just kind of panning around, taking a little look. And it keeps on going. This is just one side. I'm just looking at one side here out of the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And my rent car is right over there somewhere. Yep, there it is, there it is, there it is. Okay, guys and girls, I'm going to try to get out of here for the Atlanta Motor Speedway just a little bit early. There's only about 15 laps to go, but there's several thousand vehicles out here. And I want to get out here a little bit. There's a good Oklahoma company right there, QT, Quick Trip. And we take a look back over there. We can see there are still literally thousands and thousands of cars out here. And I'm going to find my rent car and try to beat a little bit of the crowd, or you'll just be sitting here. I wanted to say Martin Truex is leading the race. They just went into another caution, and so I left the suite. I've been visiting in the Quaker State suites as well as the O'Reilly suite. Went over and saw some of my buddies over there. It's been a great day at the races. If you've never been to a NASCAR race, even if you're not a race fan, it's just great. It's just quite an experience, and you want to make a day or a weekend out of it. They race Saturday and Sunday, and it's just absolutely a fantastic event to get to do. So if you get a chance to go to a NASCAR race, take that opportunity up. Take that opportunity up. And there's a lot of situations where you can win tickets to these races, and they have them all over the nation now. The O'Reilly race is down in Dallas, which is close by to all the people that live around our part of the country. We're here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and this is kind of right here in the middle of the South. People come from all around, and it's just quite a spectacle. It looks a little different out here. I'm kind of walking right behind me is where we had our big Quaker State footprint, and that footprint. Oh, my Garmin watch just went off and said I reached my goal walking today. Wow, I must have had a big goal because I've really walked a lot. But we've had just a fantastic time out here at the race. I just wanted to bring you just a little bit of flavor of what the race is like without getting too carried away and shooting a bunch of silly videos. So, but anyway, it's been a lot of fun out here, and I'm heading back to Oklahoma, pick up my beautiful wife, my first wife, my bride, take her back down at the ranch, see if I can't let her feed a baby deer or two this week. Guys and girls, have you a great one out there. Remember, I sure do love you.